Da, da, da.
Talking
pictures.
Talking pictures. So today I'm going to speak about some photos, 3 of them actually, that I bought at a recent exhibition. So these are photos by a young emerging artist. They're all film photos. So I was going to buy this one, which is of the corridor. I just thought the light in it was just exquisite. I'm just going to look at it like this in front of me and put it up on the screen. But yeah, the floor is black and white, quite like Twin Peaks. I love the way the shadows kind of mirror the window pane shadows, and the light mirror the flooring below, and it's so geometric and so bold. Some of her photos, her pictures were quite softly developed, which I also liked, but I personally like bold art. I have a lot of really bold paintings in my collection. I make really bold paintings myself. So this one was really attractive, not only for the story that it tells, but just the aesthetics of it on the whole, and just how clever it is, how abstract it becomes with the light and the shadow, and you know, the different sections, and that corner on the left where it sort of suggests of the corridor, or you know, is it a wall of mirrors, is it reflected back at us, you know? And I was so delighted to have this photo, and I haven't framed it yet, but I will, and I just have to think about where I'm going to put it. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one I will talk about is also on the same white paper. So there's 2 on white paper and then 1 on an off-white paper that's a bit more textured. And that one actually, this is of Magdalen Green, of the trees. That one actually looks quite like vintage almost, because it's quite softly developed and it's on off-white paper. So where I live is on a busy street, there's a hill, and then there's a big park, and then there's the river. So the big park is called Magdalen Green. There's cherry trees, cherry blossoms. It's very Victorian and old-fashioned. There's a little bandstand in it, and yeah, I imagine it has always been used for leisure for like hundreds of years. It just has that feeling about it. The way those 3 trees are like dotted strong in the park, kind of like talking to each other, it just feels like a portrait of 3 trees that are, you know, they're quite small, they got a lot of life to live, you know. They will see many things in that park, and yeah, I just think it's really cool. Really couldn't choose what to get. So this one also really spoke to me. So this one is Something in the Water, and that's taken in Copenhagen. I was speaking to her about what's going on. There's like this weird blurry mark, and you have these 2 figures. One guy, I think he's a guy, right at the end, alone, staring out into the water. And then closer you have these 2 figures taking photos, and it's like, what are they taking photos of? And they're taking photos of the actual water, which is really bizarre, because what could possibly be in there? It, you know, it makes you think, is there like a monster in there? Like, they're kind of both peering over as far as they can go, kind of almost like they're posing. And then you have this smudge, which looks like reality breaks, and you've got this portal into another world, and that you're half expecting like them to jump into it, or something to jump out. Really bizarre. I was speaking to her, the artist, and she said that it was just a smudge on the negative, and she really liked it, so she left it in. I'm not sure how photo developing works, but yeah, just so intriguing. So yeah, I was trying to pick which one I wanted, and then I thought they were like quite a decent price really. So I thought, why not have 2? And then I thought, why not have 3? Because sometimes I don't do something like that, and then you regret it, and that's an opportunity that you might never get again. Yeah, really exceptional photographer. As someone who is not knowledgeable about photography, I have no idea like if she's technically good or not, but for me, just the narrative between all of these images collectively and the sort of intimacy of them. There was like scenes of like the shower, but sort of done in an abstract way. There was like the living room table. There was these sort of angles and views that become so universal but very specific to her life. And I imagine if she keeps doing this, she will have the most incredible body of work that is just so relatable. So yeah, I'm really, really happy to have these three. I will hang these two together, possibly, maybe not, because this one's about sort of thinking, and this one is about viewing, and I think they work quite well together. And they're both printed on the white. Love the black and white as well. For someone who loves colour, just adore it. Adore those tones from the black to the white and every shade of grey in between. And then this one, I think this one is too different. I think it belongs on its own. So yeah, this is Tree on Magdalen Green by Kat MacCulloch. This one is 6th Floor DJ CAD, which is Duncan of Jordanstone College of Art and Design, and that is by Kat MacCulloch. And then finally we've got Something in the Water Copenhagen by Kat MacCulloch, and they are all beautiful and I love them. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for the next one.
Talking pictures.